This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. Lend my voice to those who care. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Welcome to the Special Chronicles show. My name is Daniel, and I'm the founder of Special Chronicles and a Southern Tribal International Global Messenger with Special Olympics and a service ambassador at United Airlines. This is episode 467 and a special bonus episode of our Unified at Work series featuring extraordinary conversations about the meaning of inclusive employment. The Unified at Work series is sponsored by Bridge, one of United Airlines business resource groups that is connecting people of our abilities. SpecialChronicles.com for links to follow Special Chronicles on social media. And be sure to also subscribe or follow and rate and review this podcast on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. And subscribe to our Special Chronicles channel on YouTube. And also remember to sign up for our newsletter to receive exclusive bonus content delivered to your inbox. Again, SpecialChronicles.com for links to subscribe and follow. This week, join us on the job live from the SOSA, that's Special Olympics Service Ambassador, Town Hall, and meet United's newest Special Olympics Service Ambassadors, SOSAs, from Denver and Houston, for a roundtable conversation about their stories coming to United, most impactful training experiences, and defining inclusion in the workplace. A live presentation from the SOSA Town Hall starts right now on SpecialChronicles.com.
Today, here in Chicago, I got to meet our 4 Special Olympics ambassadors in person. Wonderful people who are doing great things to take care of our customers, even during the coronavirus pandemic.
The Inclusion Revolution is a campaign that Special Olympics started, and it's really about showcasing our abilities and what we're able to do.
It's not just working here, you're also learning here.
For me, getting better is working with other people, meeting different guests, and helping with my own social skill, how to talk to strangers.
Communication is my biggest struggle, but it's also my biggest passion. And that confidence that I've gained from working here at United, it's given me a lot of courage.
We talk at United a lot about making connections, and they've really made connections not only with our customers but their teammates. Not only can we help them grow as individuals, but they can help us grow also.
I feel like I have positive experiences every single day.
You have your regular family at home, and then you got your United family.
Support for Special Chronicles comes from listeners like you. As an independent public media podcast, Special Chronicles will always be there for you. Now we're asking you to be there for us. As a nonprofit independent media organization, we can only make programs like Special Chronicles with listener support. Our programs provide weekly, candid, honest, and inspiring conversations about the people.
Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry. We're going to start this again.
Within each week's episode. Listeners tell us our shows are an enjoyable and necessary podcast for the intellectual and developmental disability community and everyone else who is able to listen to stories about life from a different angle. Please, if you and your family love our weekly podcast, make a one-time, monthly, or annual gift of thanks today. Support this podcast at SpecialChronicles.com/give. That's Special.
All right, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the second town hall for Bridge. We are so excited about being here. Before we get started, we'll just do a quick safety briefing. And then I'm going to share this screen with you. Just one second. There we go. Please know where your exits are in case of emergency. In case of a fire, know where your closest fire extinguisher is. Know where your AED is. That's sort of sometimes you have to look around for it. So identify where that is. For natural disasters, make sure you move away from windows, duck under a table. Do all the things that you've been taught your whole life, but definitely keep yourself safe. Dial 911 in case of emergency. We had a great briefing on active shooter this morning, and I gotta say I would look that up again if you haven't seen it in a while. But be prepared to run, hide, and if you can't do anything else, last resort, fight. There's a lot more to that. I would look it up. It's great to have that information when it's fast and furious. COVID, of course, follow all of our COVID protocols, and please get vaccinated. So hello, my name is Jill Mills. I'm one of the board members, and I couldn't be happier to be with you today. It is a pleasure, and we have a really exciting show for you today, or town hall for you today. We have our Special Olympic ambassadors with us, and I have to say, one of the most amazing things that has come from being president of Bridge is that we get to meet all these amazing folks and hear their stories, and today we're going to share that with you. So I hope you enjoy. But to open this up, and you know what, in the good sense of Bridge, I do want to describe myself. I'm 5'7". You can't see that on screen, but I have blonde hair, green eyes. I'm wearing a pink shirt, and we are just here to help everyone understand inclusivity, and describing ourselves for anybody that might not be able to see us is part of that process. I'm going to turn it over to Toby Enquist, our executive sponsor, and thank you for being with us, Toby.
Thanks for having me. And I am an aging middle-aged Swedish guy. That is my hair, and it's getting higher and higher up for each year I work at United, which has been 25 years. But I am very proud to be the executive sponsor of Bridge, and I am a United Chief Customer Officer. And so anyway, I'm just really glad to be part of this great team. Our awesome BRG guides of this company is trying to foster this environment where all United employees, including employees with disabilities, can achieve their maximum potential. And anyone can be part of this great progress that we've made in the last year by joining and supporting Bridge as they push to achieve their 3 goals. Because in airlines, you have to have something with 3-digit codes. So it's advocate, educate, and connect. And this team has made great strides in this space in a very short period of time, but we still have a lot more work to do going forward. But again, I'm really proud to just be part of this. The real mastermind behind all of this really is Jill and this great new board of directors that we have. So I really just pass it back to you guys as I always do. And if there's anything I can do to answer any questions or support, that's my job. But you guys are the ones, the experts who does all this great work. So lovely to see all the Special Olympics people as well today. I haven't seen you in a while, so good to see you as well, and welcome. Back to you, Jill.
All right, Toby, thank you so much. And no mastermind here. I have to say, this is the best team in all of United. It's passionate. We are hardworking. We started out with individual passions is why we got involved, but learning everything that entails inclusivity in this space of disability is really fueled the fire for everybody on board. So I'm just gonna start with what we do. Like you said, the 3 buckets, and what we're really passionate about is advocating for this group, educating as much as we can. And today, as part of that, we're going to educate what Special Olympics ambassadors are, and when you see them in the airport, how to interact with them, and how that it's so important to be a part of that, because it's something that United is really proud of, and we certainly are incredibly proud of. The last part is connect, of course, and then the connection part is with all different outside our company, inside our company, with all of the new recruits, and also looking for future employment for everyone. Before we get started with the panel, we do want to just kind of give you a little update of what went on last month, which was really spectacular. We had the National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and we got, I mean, like I said, we started in July. We really got our team going in September, is when everybody got hired on, and everybody just jumped in feet first, kind of did everything and anything they could. And October ended up being incredibly special. We got all the board members in position, minus Newark and Guam. So if anyone is interested in Newark or Guam, we are still looking for the directors in those two places, and we would love to have you. And if you know of anybody, send them our way. We would love to have them. But we did some cool things here. In Dulles, I'm in Dulles, and Chicago. They did the plane pulls with the Special Olympics folks, which ends up being just really interesting. And I would say if you've never done a plane pull, everybody should go out and do a plane pull, especially you get to interact with the Special Olympics folks, and they are incredible. We did our first town hall, which was, a lot of people that don't do town halls gathering together to be able to do that. And we were able to have Sandra and Ray and Daniel, which on the panel, which today Daniel is going to be the running the panel. So we're super excited to have him. He's a professional at it, so we're not too worried because he runs his own podcast, as you can see there. It's called Unified at Work, and we partnered with him during October. And I got to say, that was the biggest joy ever because he is phenomenal and he taught us a lot of things. I would say to wrap up October, we welcomed our SOSA members from both Denver and Houston, and we have some of them here with us today, which I just hope you'll all get to meet them because they are truly, truly spectacular. So with that, and with the introduction of SOSA, which we call it SOSA, it's Special Olympics Service Ambassadors, I'm going to hand it over to a person that is near and dear to her heart. Sarah Chung, you are live, and thank you for being here.
Awesome. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate it. Hi, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Chung. My pronouns are she, her, hers. For those of you that can't see me, I am a very petite brunette wearing my Special Olympics polo that I snagged today from the airport. And I'm also, my day job really is HR manager supporting airport operations, but I had the ability to work with this incredible Special Olympics Service Ambassador team, and that is how I found my way to be Bridge Internal Talent Chair. So that's a little bit about me. I really want to introduce SOSA and what it means. So during last month, I hope everyone saw the incredible pictures and work that our service ambassadors have done. So really, what is SOSA? It's, again, like Jill said, Special Olympics Service Ambassadors. It is an incredible partnership that we started in 2019 in O'Hare with our 4 OG service ambassadors. It really is a partnership to provide meaningful career opportunities to Special Olympics athletes, but also to provide excellent customer service to our customers at United. And I will say that it's also been an incredible learning experience for all of our employees as well. So it really is a partnership. We as United employees get a ton out of it. And I know inviting all of our ambassadors to our United family has just been the most incredible experience for me. So we have, like I said, our service ambassadors in O'Hare. This year, we were lucky enough to roll out the program in Houston and Denver. So I will just briefly introduce everyone that we have. So we have our original, we call them our OG4, our special SOSA chair, Daniel, who will be moderating our panel for us. And we also have Lauren, Z, and Kyle. They are based in the O'Hare lobby at this point. So if you ever see them, please go say hello, give them a shout. At IAH in Houston, we have Alexis, Christy, Melissa, Lulu, Stephen, and David. They started, at the beginning of the month and are getting fully ramped up to everything life in the airport and life at IAH. So that's really fantastic to see. They're based mainly right now out of the B lobby and some of the gates. So please say hi if you see them. And then from Denver, we have our final four, Cody, Hannah, David, and Chris. So we are so excited to have them all on board. I will say our ultimate goal is to roll out the SOSA program at every single hub and some line stations as well. So we really want to see Special Olympics Service Ambassador representation all around our system, which is so exciting. With that, without further ado, I'm going to pass it to our incredible moderator today, our podcast champion himself, Daniel, and he's going to introduce himself and our SOSA panelists.
I think, can you hear me? I think I'm unmuted. There you go. Still trying to get used to this Teams. Thank you, Sarah. I'm Daniel. I've got glasses on, brown hair, wearing a blue polo, and I'm proud to be one of the OG fall in Chicago. So I'm excited to welcome you to a few of our fellow Special Olympic Service Ambassadors. And to get it kick-started, we'll first begin with Lowen, who's also here in Chicago. So introduce yourself with your name, hub, and a little bit about your history in Special Olympics, what sports that you compete in. So Lowen, Gian?
Daniel, I don't see her on right now. We'll work with her to get her back, but maybe we'll start with one of the others.
Okay, so we'll hopefully we'll work on and hopefully bring Lowen on. But we'll move to Houston. Do we have Christy on?
Speaking.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Christy, and tell us what hub you're from and a little bit about your involvement in Special Olympics?
Yes, my name is Christy Hansen. I'm a service ambassador for Bush Intercontinental Airport, and I'm part of Special Olympics Texas. I have been since I was 8 years old, and I'm currently doing volleyball and tennis.
Awesome. Let's see. Let's move on. Still in Houston, to Alexis. Is Alexis on? If not, we'll move to. Oh, Alexis, you on? You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Alexis, and I'm here at IAH Hub. I've been doing Special Olympics since I was in elementary school, and I love it here. I get to interact with different passengers and stuff.
Awesome. And now let's move to Denver. Cody, you want to introduce yourself? He's still muted.
Can everybody hear me okay? Everyone good?
Yep, we can hear you.
Thanks, Daniel. So I'm Cody, and I'm from the Denver hub, and I'm with Special Olympics Colorado. And the best part is I'm the snowboarding 3-time 2013 gold champ for World Games.
Awesome. Let's also in Denver. Who else is sitting next to you? Is that Chris?
You guys want a handout?
I'm Hannah Joy Atkinson. I'm a service ambassador just like you guys. I'm also a Sergeant Cycle International Global Messenger. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm a Sergeant Cycle International Global Messenger. And once again, I'm Hannah Joy Atkinson. This is new to me. So I'm very excited and I'm glad to be here and meeting all of you from Chicago and Texas and go from there. So that's a little bit about me.
Awesome.
You're up, Bubba.
And also in Denver?
Yeah, my name is Chris McElroy and I am a service ambassador here in Denver. I am a gold medalist for 2015 World Games in LA for swimming.
Awesome. And also just want to add, along with Hannah, I'm also a Southern Tribal International Global Messenger. And do we still have, were we able to get Lowen on?
I don't see her on yet, but as soon as she pops in, I promise I'll send her right back to you. Okay, Daniel?
All right, sounds good. So let's continue on with the panel and begin with what is your favorite part of working for United with the Special Olympic Service Ambassador program? And to get it kicked off with talking about what your favorite part is, we'll go to I'm gonna put a name at random. Let's go to Christy in Houston. What's your favorite part of working at United?
My favorite part so far is learning all of the airport codes and seeing where all of the terminals are in Bush Intercontinental Airport and getting to know everybody at United.
Awesome. Let's move on to Denver and have you share with us what's been the most impactful training experience so far. And for that, we'll go to Cody.
Alrighty, so my practical experience is when I make shorter sentences to point people in the right direction, meaning customers. So like when I make shorter sentences, knowing where stuff is, it's like it's a walk in the park. I'm telling you.
Awesome. And next, we're going to go to Alexis in Houston, and have you tell us about what was the interview process like? What was when you went through the interview? What was that process like? What did you enjoy about the coming in for an interview for this new job? And can you tell us a little bit about that?
I enjoyed meeting Miss Mordelise and Stephanie and Miss Sarah and all the United agents.
Awesome.
At first I was like nervous but comfortable for the interview process. But then later on in the interview I started getting comfortable with them. It was very nice to meet them and honored too.
Awesome. And I see we have a question in the chat, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's go back to Denver and have Hannah share with us behind-the-scenes stories of how she heard about this job.
Awesome. So I heard this job through Stephanie LaFine, who is the coordinator for all athlete leadership programs here in Colorado. So I got an email from her talking about United and about my new career. Since I've been laid off from my previous job, I needed a new job in store. So Stephanie hooked me up to say, why not United? And I said, okay, I'll take it. Thank you very much. I know somebody who works still too. So now I have more than one connection built in on one, which is a really cool bridge to compel the impact about the story between my relationship with Stephanie LaFine to help launch this new program United. So I think that's how that all transformed. But if you want more details, just let me know.
Awesome. Let's now go to Chris in Denver and have you share with us what are you most excited about as a service ambassador?
Okay, I am excited because I get to fly for free for United. And I love my boss. Hold on.
I was gonna say that too myself, but I forgot.
This guy's got it all. I got it.
Awesome. Let's continue and get to some of the questions we have in the comments. And for this first question, we'll go to back to Christy in Houston and have you share with us. And if we have time, we'll see if who else can also answer this question. But first, Christy, can you share with us what kind of training you received to do your roles, your job as a service ambassador? What kind of training are you going through now?
I'm currently doing both online training and on-job training.
Awesome.
With both the mentors and flying together.
Awesome. And any of our Denver ambassadors want to talk about what kind of training you're receiving?
Hey, want me to? Okay. So the training we received is both on the job and on the Flying Together app and takeoff, all that stuff. So the training we got was one of them how to put in for put in for past travel I've seen as well. That's one of the things I've seen. And I just got my part of my family in yesterday. So it's like, ooh-ah.
Awesome.
You want to say any more, Daniel, or am I good?
Let's move on to another question from the comments that we have, and that is, what kind of support can United provide you to make you successful at your job as a service ambassador? And for that, we're going to go first back to Houston, and then we'll come back to Denver. So, Alexis, do you want to share with us what kind of support you have in Houston to make you successful as a service ambassador at United?
Yes. Working with the mentors have really helped me interact with the passengers, even if they get upset. And it's been really great.
Awesome.
Huh?
What kind of support can we offer you? What do you need from us?
They've given me a lot so far. I don't think I need any more.
She's well coached, as you can tell.
Yeah. I can tell. I'm sure all the mentors and supervisors and managers that we have are definitely given all of us ambassadors a lot of help and support. So now let's go back to Denver and have Cody, Hannah, and Chris share with us on what kind of support they are receiving to make them successful as a service ambassador.
Daniel, we can barely hear you, dude.
Oh, I think I'm allowed to move my mic closer. Can you all hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
All right. So let's go back to Denver and have Cody Hannah and Chris share with us what kind of support you are receiving at United to make you successful at your job as a service ambassador.
Well, for me, just pretty much, there's nothing much to improve for me thus far, because I have fresh out of questions right now too. So pretty much I'm like, I like this company. I will stick with it for the rest of my life. That's my hands down right there. All hail United.
Awesome.
And I guess for my support is definitely the mentors. Fantastic as always. Paula is tremendously the best person to work with, along with Helen. So that's a good thing. And not just the mentors here at United Airlines, but also my personal family also have supported all of my dreams, and I couldn't ask for anything better than being at United. I will be here forever. I feel comfortable here, so I will keep on learning and improving because there's always more to improve on every single day. So I think that's a bonus of support right there.
And as you guys know, that our favorite mentors here got to let us go onto the Star Wars plane that came in a few weeks ago.
And if the Star Wars geek straight up with my lightsaber.
Awesome. Let's now move on and have you all share with us. And first, we'll go to Houston, and then we'll come back to Denver, just so we have time to get to everyone. But if you could continue to work at United until you retire, what kind of job would you like to do? Whether it's still as a service ambassador, or if you would like to go into another job within the company. So we'll go to Christy in Houston first.
I'm fine with staying as a service ambassador, but I would like to do more of greeting passengers off the airplanes.
Awesome. And Alexis?
I'll be fine as a service ambassador because I love greeting passengers.
Awesome. And we'll move to Denver. Cody, Hannah, and Chris. What if you could continue to work at United until you retire? What kind of job would you like to do?
I'll start up with Hannah because she's better than me mostly.
Not true, Cody.
Oh, it's funny.
Not true. That's untrue. But anyways, I've been thinking hard and long about my retirement. I'm not ever gonna retire ever in my entire lifetime because you know me, Daniel, to the fact that you know that I'm very driven and I just want to succeed in life. So I guess I want to do more with customer service as well. But I just think it would be like really cool to actually work with all the captains and pilots and take over so many of our mentors' jobs and the pilots and the attendants as well, because I just think that I just want to do absolutely everything by that time. But let alone I have learned to step back and not try to do absolutely everything either. So I'll let Cody say what he has to say about that.
Well, as Alexis said, I think it was Alexis, right? You said you wanted to stick as a service ambassador, right? That's what I heard?
Plot twist. We had a plot.
Oh, no. I'm on the same page with you there because. Oh my goodness.
Plot twist. I'm gonna fly and retire. She's going to retire.
No, I'm serious. But no, Alexis, I'm on the same page with you there because I'm mostly the Energizer bunny of my time frame. So that's why I'm agreeing with you. I'm going to stick as a service ambassador until the day I die.
I'm with you.
Are you singing it? Come on, dude, you're up, Chris.
Okay. My father retired is on United. Is I like to be a operation person. Like I like to check on flights and everything.
Awesome.
That I didn't know.
Awesome. And now, to kind of change it up a little bit, I believe we have some of the mentors on and some of our supervisors and managers on, and like to kind of, and then we'll right before we close up, we'll come back to all of the ambassadors for a final question before I turn it back. But for the mentors, if you could talk about what impact you have seen by working with all of us Special Olympic Service ambassadors. What has empowered you to be part of this program, and how has working with us impacted you in your role at United? So we'll go to trying to see the names on the screen, but I think we'll go to Stephanie in Houston. I think you on.
It has been amazing working with our team. Is so awesome. Watching just the enthusiasm how which they've learned so much, requesting to learn even more. We have such a robust program. They're learning all of their city codes and military time and the alphabet so they can Charlie Bravo themselves. I mean, they're fantastic, and it's just it's inspirational because I think it's a challenging time for us at the airport. Things are changing, and it's just a breath of fresh air to have the enthusiasm and passion come back to our role, and we're able to share, just kind of get re-energized by that. It's been a huge blessing to me. Our mentor team, and we don't have our mentors here today, but they have an amazing mentor team, and they sit and coach and talk with them every day. They ask, what could you do better? What could we do differently? What could be, what did you enjoy? No one likes our e-learning. E-learning is a hard sell, but that's the least favorite thing on everybody's list every day. But I just love that they engage that way and they own their experience, and so it's just been awesome. We got
Awesome.
Karen. Say hi, Karen. Hi guys. Hi everybody.
Awesome. Karen, do you want to share about the impact of working with us Special Olympic Service ambassadors? Do we have any other mentors on that would like to share?
Hi, everybody. I'm Mirta Liz in Houston. I am just so glad that I've had the opportunity to get to work and to meet our service ambassadors here in Houston. I am super excited to see them grow every single day. I am always watching what they're posting on our chats and reading through the amazing things that they're doing and learning, and see so many possibilities for our team. So looking forward to see them grow and become the great agents and the great ambassadors that we never really expected to have, but we are blessed to. So super happy to be part of this team.
Awesome. Do we have any other mentors on, Sarah? Or if not, we can go to.
Yeah, we have Paula from Denver.
Right.
Hi, it's Paula. I am up here with we're missing David because he's on a different shift, but I have 3 of our mentors with me as well as Helene. And I have to say that I think the best experience for me is the feedback that we receive from you guys as far as how we're doing and keeping us on track and helping us get a process in place. The mentors that we have been fantastic at keeping me in line. But same as before, right? It's just seeing the growth, not only of our ambassadors, but also of us. So it certainly has been a privilege from day one, albeit Cody is right. The man has so much energy. I can't spend too much time with him because I have to have a nap afterwards.
Good answer. Very good answer.
And that's my word, because Stone Cold said so.
But I am just absolutely thrilled to be a part of this whole program, and to be involved and have people involved in my life.
So for me, the best thing about this whole program and everything that comes in with it is the true meaning of inclusion, right? So we're really bringing that meaning of inclusion and equity and bringing it into the fabric of United Airlines, right? Our ambassadors can do so much more than we have thought, right? So, and we're going to expand and we're going to learn and we're going to do so much more. You guys are going to take my job. So it's going to be great. I'm so excited. And you're right. We're learning from them to be better and really give good customer service, because all they do is smile all day long.
Awesome. And speaking of giving customer service, we'll go back to the ambassadors for a final question, I believe, based on the time, unless we have any other, we could also go to any other questions from the chat. But as we all know, that being at the airport can be stressful for many customers that come through our airports, whether it's here in Chicago or in Denver or Houston or all across the whole system. So what skills do you use to help customers stay calm and get to where they need to be? What skills do you have and do you use doing when you work as a service ambassador to help our customers to stay calm and get to where they need to be? We'll first go to Houston, and we'll come back to Denver. So first we'll go to Christy in Houston.
Well, Stephen, who was our mentor on our job at one point, a customer had came in. He was upset because he had missed his flight from Delta Airlines, and he was saying some bad words. And Stephen managed to get him to calm down, and so he eventually apologized for his bad behavior, and we managed to get him on his flight that eventually would connect him to Delta.
Awesome. And now we'll go to Alexis in Houston. What skills do you use to keep our customers calm in the airport?
I would try to calm them, like talk to them and tell them that it's okay not to get upset, because we can try to help them by directing them to where they need to go, or if they're missing their flight, we can help them and have an agent help them to rebook them on another flight.
Awesome. And finally, we'll go to our Denver hub, and Cody, Hannah, and Chris. If you want to share with us what skills do you use to help our customers get to where they need to be?
I'll let Chris go first, because he wanted to answer that too.
The first thing is that we tell people where to go, like a simple direction, instead of like sending them to one side of the airport and then another. We tell them like to go down one escalator and go to one carousel, a baggage claim, and then we tell them to go to the next set of escalators to go up and then go to the security.
My turn, I'm guessing?
Yep, Cody.
Well, when a customer has to get to like one place to the other, I always try to keep a smile on my face. I try to help them with some energy. That is what I call the light side of the force, because my energy, it's unmatched because of the because I have this, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, the Energizer Bunny. That's how I keep it going. So when I have a customer that's like frustrated, I try to direct them where to go with some energy alongside that. So that's what I'm trying to do in a calm and compatible manner. That's what I try to do. And like everyone else taught me, don't take it personally. I know that feeling.
So one of the skills or the leadership that I want to show is be respectful and accepting of all passengers. They may not listen to everything that you're saying, so you have to like really like listen and to accept when you're talking to somebody, to keep it kind of quick and short and also very precise, if you will. I know that I'm not much of a precise type of person, but I will be. I'm very detail oriented, but I get really lengthy in my communication. So I'm learning to like do like very quick, short interactions with people. And that is a lifelong thing that I'll be continuing to learn.
I wonder if she wrote that down and just came up with the top of her head. That was pretty good.
I knew that because I knew that Daniel was going to ask in the first place.
Ooh, David.
I don't know how she knew that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up now. Do we have Lauren or Steve from Chicago on?
You know what? Unfortunately, they didn't make it, but we will have Lauren back on another time. How's that, Daniel?
Sounds good. So we'll work on getting them connected on a upcoming town hall in the future. So I wish we had more time to share with everyone, but most stories will be highlighted on my podcast sometime in 2022. So we don't know if it's going to be in the spring or fall, but sometime in 2022, we'll have all of our other ambassadors in Houston and in Denver on the Unified Work series, which is a podcast series that Special Chronicles produces alongside Bridge. And you can subscribe on specialchronicles.com, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. And one final note, I want to just briefly mention that today, November 15th, is the 13th anniversary of Special Chronicles, 13 years that I've been podcasting. So tonight, 6 p.m. Central Time, we have a special live 13th anniversary live episode at 6 p.m. Central on specialchronicles.com, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter live on. If you just look up Special Chronicles, you can tune into a special live 13th anniversary episode. So thanks, and I will turn it back to Luke and Joe.
You know what? I'm gonna turn it over to Luke in just a second, but I can't be remiss if I didn't read some of these. I can't stop smiling. Love seeing the passion, excitement, and my favorite comment over here is, please infect all of our employees with this enthusiasm and positivity. You all are awesome. What do you think, Luke? This is about as amazing as it gets, right?
Yeah, look, I think it's absolutely incredible, Jill. Thank you so much for letting me close this out, and a huge thanks to everyone today. By way of background, my name's Luke Bondar. I'm the president of Mileage Plus, vice president of marketing. I work very closely with Toby, but I've also worked very closely for a couple of years now with the Bridge team. And I can tell you the momentum and the enthusiasm and the motivation and just the sort of raw power that this team is bringing every day to making things happen is just phenomenal. And just to feel the energy on this call is terrific. For my pronouns are he, him, and his. my appearance for those that can't see me today. Like Toby, I am a rapidly middle-aging white guy. I have 4 young kids who, pre any kids, I had no gray hairs. Now, having had 4 kids, I have many gray hairs. I stand about 6'1", and today, when the rest of my hair is brown, but it's looking more and more gray, and I'm wearing a blue shirt. So sitting in my home office at home. It's just absolutely wonderful hearing about all the things that are going on across the team, and especially all the tremendous work that our SOSA team are doing. I've had the good fortune of doing some events with Special Olympics, some terrific events that we've done through volunteering at United, and that's been amazing. But what I love about everything I've heard today, you know, and Cody, I love your energy especially. I'm a keen snowboarder myself, so you'll have to tell me about those gold medal wins and those runs at some point. But what I love hearing about today is just how well this team is representing United and representing what it means to us as a company to create an environment that is all about inclusion and creating a space that's welcoming and warm and friendly and helpful for everyone. So that's what I think about when I hear it. But I'd really like to flip this question back to our SOSA ambassadors to hear from each of you, you know, how you think about inclusion. What does inclusion mean to you, both in your role as an ambassador, but also more broadly when you think about this culture that we're building at United? Maybe Cody, do you want to kick us off?
I think Christy's already up. Christy, you
All right,
want to
Christy's
start?
up first. Go for it, Christy.
I like presenting opportunities to those who are like us, who have learning disabilities, and proving that just because we're wired differently from other people, it doesn't mean that we're not capable of working a full-time or part-time job in any environment.
I love that, Christy. I think you nailed it. I hope that I hope we recorded that, because I think what you just said then is so spot on for everything that we are trying to do with Bridge, to create an environment where people of all abilities have an amazing opportunity to be their very best, to bring their whole self to work, and to prove that it doesn't matter what your abilities are, everyone has the opportunity and the ability to present and to be part of an amazing team and to do their very best work. So thank you for that. Who's up next? Do we have Alexis?
Yep, looks like Alexis.
I agree on what Christy said. As a role as an ambassador, it doesn't mean that we're even though we're different, we're still the same people.
Spot on. Spot on. Again, Alexis, I couldn't say it any better. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And now, Cody, do you want to bring us home?
Of course I can. So inclusion is all about all together for people, meaning people with and without disabilities. We're all the same people. We always have the compassion, the energy like I've got, for example. I mean, who can go wrong with that? And I always say this in my personal oath I do. Inclusion is revolution.
Okay, that was my take, but okay.
I got you good, Hannah.
I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. Well, a huge thank you again to all our SOSA ambassadors, and a huge thank you to Daniel. Daniel, I was lucky enough to listen to the On the Job podcast that you did with John McGrath just recently, talking about all the great work that we're doing with our SOSA ambassadors and mentor program. So for anyone on the call that hasn't listened to Daniel's podcast, there's one just from a few weeks back that's particularly relevant, right on point for everything we're talking about today. So thanks for all the amazing work you're doing as well, Daniel. I think it's absolutely terrific and great to have you as a tremendous ally for Bridge, helping spread the word and amplify everything this team's doing. So Jill, with that, I'm going to pass it back to you.
All right, Luke, thank you. Thank you for supporting us. I think that's the key to all of this, with you and Toby supporting everything that the company is doing and moving forward in this space, and supporting us as Bridge members as well. We do have some exciting things continuing. I mean, we just keep it going. So in December, I just want to put up a couple things that are going to be happening. First of all, and one of the most important things, I think, is our leadership training. We have 4 sessions going on in Chicago. So you can, if you join Bridge, it'll be on the page. It's coming on the page, but if you want to just email us at bridge@united.com, we can get you that information. There's also a Special Olympics breakfast down in Texas with those amazing folks down there that you get to meet some of them today. Again, email us at bridge@united.com. We are teaming up with the entire United team and all of the BRGs because we support each other all the time. But we've been doing the fantasy flights, and we're doing gift drives this year, and we are going to be a big part of that and helping out as much as possible. And we just found out about a Jingle Bell runway easy for me to say, runway run here in Dulles, and you're actually running out on the runway. It's going to be really cool. It's sponsored by the airport, actually, and now Bridge. And that is December 4th. Again, that will be up on the Bridge page soon. You can probably go into your cause and sign up for that. There is a Bridge BRG team. And then after the holidays, we didn't want to miss anyone on this town hall because it's going to be so special. But Julian Maha from Culture City represents the invisible disabilities that, actually, 1 in 4 people have a disability. 1 in 4, and that's a big deal. And the statistics that Julian presented the other day is 80%, almost 80% of those, if you're counting 1 in 4, are invisible disabilities. And that is something that we are really working to highlight and understand and actually champion in the future, because there's a lot of improvement we can do in helping these folks, and we're learning.
And if you're watching the live stream episode, the podcast continues on. Go to the Special Chronicles. Go subscribe to the Special Chronicles show on Special Chronicles, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Go download the audio podcast to hear the end of this episode 467. There's a few more minutes left of the town hall, but we don't have enough time to play it for you on the live stream. So go download the audio podcast to hear the rest, to hear the last few minutes of this SOSA Town Hall. Search Special Chronicles on wherever you get your podcast, or visit specialchronicles.com for links to subscribe and follow this podcast to hear the last few minutes of the town hall. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Special Chronicles shows. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Special Chronicles shows podcast. Visit specialchronicles.com to follow Special Chronicles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of new episodes. Also, subscribe to our newsletter mailing list to sign up for our updates and get exclusive content delivered to your inbox. Remember to do what you do with these podcasts. Subscribe or follow and rate and review Special Chronicles on Apple Podcasts, the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Finally, please share this episode and all of our podcasts with your friends and family. Help us grow our audience and reach 5,000 downloads of our audio podcasts and over 14,000 average monthly listeners. Have a great week, and we'll see you back here next week with exciting new guests. See you next week.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.